Donald Trump recognized history. He, like King Cyrus before him, fulfilled the biblical prophecy of the gods worshipped by Jews, Christians, and yes, Muslims.
This that shall take place shall be the most unusual thing into the news media, where Time magazine will have no choice but to say what I want them to say. Newsweek, what I want to say. The View, what I want to say. Trump shall become a trumpet, says the Lord. I will raise up the Trump to become a trumpet. God says, I will put at your helm for 2 terms a president that will pray, says the Lord of hosts. Come on!
Many biblical prophecy buffs have really had their attention on Trump. What are some of the top prophecies that you've seen kind of come to light with Trump?
Donald Trump is often called a modern-day Cyrus, and this was even before he was elected. People were calling him a modern-day Cyrus. The prophecy of Cyrus comes out of Isaiah 45. This is the 45th president. In the Bible, you're waiting for the sound of the final trump. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the end, but it's a signal for the end. Of course, his name is Trump. Probably the key thing with Donald Trump is a lifting up of Israel. And he became president at the time period where Israel is being... this is its 70th anniversary of becoming a nation. And that's historic for a lot of reasons. If you were looking at end times events, the prophecy buff is what you said, you'd be looking at Daniel's 70th week. And by the way, Daniel is who points you back to Isaiah 45, where you get this prophecy of Cyrus. Daniel was the one who walked down the front gates of Babylon. People compare America, where we stand, where these beautiful rocks are, to Babylon. Daniel walked down those front gates, and he handed King Cyrus. King Cyrus was much like Trump because King Cyrus took empires by prospering them. The people wanted to be taken over because they had more freedom, they got paid better, the soldiers in the army were paid better, and they were relieved from oppression. And he made the areas more beautiful that he came in. He was known for building and beautifying the areas. So these are all correlations to Trump. What Cyrus also did was he sent the Israelites back home, and he allowed them to build their temple, and their temple is in Jerusalem. Donald Trump has announced that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, so this is a big deal. And he's been supporting Israel, who for a long time we were not supporting Israel. We've got a president that's heavily supporting Israel. Not only has he defined Jerusalem as the capital, and that's historic, but he's also decided to move the embassy, the American embassy, to Jerusalem. And he's doing that on a very specific date. He's doing that on May 14th. And May 14th is the 70th anniversary of Israel becoming a nation. And also, that date and that embassy move to Jerusalem was prophesied by Clement, who predicted that Donald Trump would go into office. What happens, what did you find out this morning happens in Israel on that date?
The U.S. Embassy is moving to Israel.
How?
In May.
Right.
On that exact date.
They just announced it, and the security detail has been clarified today.
What's the date today?
The date today is
February 23rd.
February 23rd,
But
2000.
he saw that on May 18th?
He saw this on May 19th.
May 19th.
2013.
Do you know of any prophecies of what might happen following Trump naming, Israel the capital?
When you say, why do the prophecy buffs get excited? Well, because what you're seeing politically and prophetically are one and the same, like this. So there's talk in prophecy about a Joseph time period. Now, this isn't a comparison between Trump being Joseph. What this means to me, a Joseph time period means that the storehouses will be good for 7 years. Now, presidential term is 8 years, but that you'll have 7 years that are a general lifting, and that's for you. That's for America. That's for the support of Israel. That's what a Joseph period would mean. Now, on the back end of a Joseph period, you have famine. I would note this for the record, that famine doesn't mean, while Joseph was in Egypt, they had prepared. That's what the prosper is for. Egypt was fine. In fact, Egypt became ultra wealthy. Egypt, the land of the pyramid with the eye on top, that's how Egypt became Egypt. Because Egypt ultra prospered and it used it wisely. And during the time of famine, when the surrounding countries had nothing, they came to Egypt for help. And Egypt really became the pyramid with the eye on top. This moment, man. The 70th anniversary, what does it mean?
What?
70th anniversary of Israel, what does it mean?
It's from the 6 Days War.
Yesterday was the anniversary of the 6-Day War. Okay, you're a Palestinian Christian.
Yes.
So how did you become a Christian?
God is good. God is good.
God is good.
Okay, هذا مع الجروب.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. So we're going through the gates, and we're in. Okay, my friend. Thank you.
How long do you want to stay?
I'm gonna about 30 minutes, man. Okay, we just came in the private entrance of the Garden of Gethsemane. This is where Jesus wept. Oh wow, wow! Look at the Dome of the Rock back there. Are you able to see that in the background? We're standing here. We're standing here, and the Dome of the Rock is right there, and this is the 70th anniversary. That's a 7. And her dad predicted the date of that embassy move, and her dad not only prophesied that Donald Trump will be president of the United States, which he is, and he prophesied 2 terms. So we're expecting that. That doesn't mean that you don't go vote. You get up off your chair, off your hiney, and you go vote next time. Make the prophecy real. Live it. Live it. You want prosper for your land, you live it. And I don't know what.
He said that back in 2007. He said Trump will be a trumpet.
And that 2007, isn't that funny?
In 2007.
2007, and you're here on the 70th anniversary.
Yes.
And Donald Trump, when he was actually inaugurated and put his hand on the Bible,
right.
which was an actual Bible, he was 70 years old,
Bible.
7 months, and 7 days to the day. And we're here on the 70th anniversary. What is your feeling about what happens with Israel next?
Well,
Where do you have it?
I mean, I do. I believe that everything that was spoken of by the Old Testament prophets is going to come to pass. We can see it coming to pass now, and God has His plan. His plan is to redeem mankind. That means the Jews and the Gentiles.
For many people, Trump is fulfilling biblical prophecy by recognizing that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel and opening a United States embassy in Jerusalem on the 70th anniversary of the rebirth of Israel. Thousands are making pilgrimage to Jerusalem to witness these historic events. This is Millie Weaver reporting for Infowars.com.
Did you know that only 6 corporations control 90% of what millions of Americans see, hear, and read every single day? It's the illusion of choice. Think about it. The mainstream media is owned by only a handful of megacorporations with vested interests. But on the other hand, the internet is an interconnected network of billions of sources. So you can research information for yourself from multiple sources, or you can blindly accept what you hear or read in the mainstream media, never questioning what you are being told. This gives you a false sense of reality. I mean, do you actually know what you think you know? Or have you been programmed to accept someone else's version of events? Think about it. This is Darren McBreen, and I want you to break the matrix at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv and listen to The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on your mind.